Yeah, hello everyone. In this video, I will try to explain a new library that I create to help us to develop tracker server. Actually, not to develop the server itself, but to develop the application or to test our tracker server whether it's working fine or not. Basically, the idea of this library is to generate or populate the data. So previously, I already created the video to populate the data using some application, but it needs quite resources because we need to create the emulator and then install the application inside the emulator and something like that. But in this video, I will explain how to populate the data using only the Python library, so it can run on top of a single Linux server without any emulator installed. Okay, the idea is quite simple actually. So in the tracker there is API that we can use to send the data using the some protocol. So we just need to send the ID and then the latitude, the longitude, speed, heading, and also the timestamp. So I try to make use of it and wrap it into a single library. Okay, so this is the example. I'm using the tracker demo server actually. Okay, and then I already create a single device called the test ID2, and the device ID is also test ID2. Okay, so the idea is I will use this library to push the data. Okay, so the library name is tracker data populator. You can install by using pip command, so pip install tracker data populator. Okay, and then this is the explanation actually how to use this library. Basically what you need to do is only import the populator and then instantiate the populator using the information like the URL for your tracker and then the device ID and default speed that it will use to send the data to the tracker server. And the third is you can use the populate data function to populate the data. This is the example actually to populate the data using array. So basically the input of this function is an array. So there are two formats. The first one is latitude space latitude comma longitude. Okay, so you can see that the first is latitude and then second is longitude, or the second format is latitude, longitude, and then the speed. So you can send the custom speed on the specific point actually. So not only speed is only 5, but also will 10 on specific case as you define in the data actually. Okay, so for now the available function is the populator, okay, to instantiate, and then the another function is the set speed and then populate data, set device ID, and something like that. And the fourth is the populate data from file. Basically the idea is same with this populate data, but instead this populate data from file read the file and read line by line to determine the latitude and longitude. Let me try to show you. Okay, let's change to the tracker first. Okay, this one. Okay, so basically what we need to do is we want to install the tracker using pip3. I'm using Python 3 tracker data populator. Okay, installation should be easy. Okay, it's successful actually. Then we just need to go to the Python 3. Okay, and then we just need to, let me open again, import the data. Okay, so basically this importing the populator from the tracker library. And then the second is I want to instantiate the populator. So the setting is the URL for the tracker is demo.tracker.org and the port is 5055. The device ID is test ID2 and the speed default speed is 5. So and the next is, let me, okay, okay, so the next command is to send the data to the tracker basically. So the expectation when I executing this command, actually it will send the data to tracker and we will see the tracker device actually moving in the map. Okay, so basically it will have a 3 data sent, so it will have some movement, not only static. So yeah, let's try to enter this one. Okay, so the first data is sent to the tracker and the interval is 5 seconds. Okay, so we can see the data here actually. Okay, we can see, right? So the data actually sent to the tracker and something like this. So we can see the moving of the tracker device actually, not a big movement because the difference is quite small. So let's try to change again for the movement to make it more clear to us. Okay, so let's say this is 75 and this one is 295. Okay, and let's enter again. Okay, so we can see the movement more better now because the distance is greater than before. Okay, you can see now the device is moving. So by using this feature, actually we can try to test the, let's say, the speed limit, the alert, and the geofence and something like that. So no need to install our tracker in the phone and we by ourselves moving using motorcycle or car. So this is actually helpful, at least for me. So yeah, that's the first actually. So the second is the populate data from file. So let me try to, okay, call that function. So populate data from file. So basically the input is the file path. So in my case is home area and then documents, tutorial, and input.txt. Okay, something like this, and let's try to enter. Yeah, same. Basically it will read the file, the input file, and send to the tracker. Okay, we can see the movement, right, and the data. We can also see the speed and something like that. So let's try to check in the tracker by clicking this one. Okay, this. Okay, let's see whether the data is correct. So we can see that the status is online because we send the data and the speed is 15, same as we mentioned here. Okay, so yeah, that's all for this library. I think it's easy enough to be used in the tracker case. So I hope it's beneficial for all of us. And if you have any feedback for this library, please tell me. You can add the issue in the GitHub, or you can ping me in the email or Telegram. Or also please help to share this video and subscribe to this channel so I can reach the 1000 subscriber and keep posting a new video for the tracker category. Thank you.